Alrighty, for the matchup, for Xiphos, we're bringing a unit of Royal Pegasus Knights. Really cool looking guys, with lovely little rooks and stuff on their heads. We have 2 units of Peasants with fire arrows. They actually do less armor-piercing damage than regular Peasants, so he's teching them against a lot of regen units, such as Crypt Horrors and other things. We have a front line of polearms, men-at-arms and polearms. There looks like to be 5 of them. For the cavalry component of Bretonnia, we're bringing, looks like 1, 2, 3 units of cav, 2 of them being Grail Knights, 1 of them being Grail Guardians. And we're bringing 1 unit of the Relique for some extra leadership, as well as the Fey Enchantress. What's she bringing? She is bringing Blessing of the Lady, Aura of the Lady, Life Blue, Mist of the Lady, Awakening of the Wood, Earth Blood, Arcane Conduit, Favor of the Fey, and Chalice of Potions. A lot of money put in her. Also, only 1 real leadership on the side of the Bretonnian, so she has to be very careful about getting sniped.
She does indeed. For the vampire counts, we have 2 units of Fellbats. We have 2 Terrorgeist up in the air. We also have Manfred von Carstein with Raised Dead, Spirit Leech, Fate of Buna, Dance Macabre, and of course Invocation of Nehek. We do have a Mortis Engine. We have a Unholy Lodestone Corpse card. We got a unit of the Thief Zombies. And we got 2 Skeleton Spearmen and 1, 2, 3 units of Grave Guards.
Indeed.
So, a very small vampire count army, but we are probably gonna see but you can get away with that because of Raised Dead. But he knows that he needs to stop archers, and that's why he's got the Fellbats. But dealing with the Grail Knights and Grail Guardians will be kind of an issue for him because he doesn't have like great killers to fight them off with.
Agreed.
Other than potentially the Terrorgeist.
Yeah, so the Terrorgeist have to do double duty. They have to take out the Peg Knights, and they have to kill the Fey, who's going to be very well defended by the Grail Knights. But this is something we see from Viking pretty often. We see him bringing 2 carts, I guess you could call them. In this case, 1 Mortis Engine, 1 Unholy Corpse Cart with Unholy Lodestone. So a lot of regen, and very redundant in case 1 unit gets killed.
Yep. Is this a tournament? Yes, Toucan, this is a tournament indeed. Chances are people playing multiplayer will buy the second game anyway. True that.
That's true.
Alright, and now we do kind of have the battle started. Both players just kind of like waiting a bit, pushing up slowly. We do have the flying squad slowly moving around. I'm guessing that he wants to go fight the Pegasus Knights, but he also doesn't want to suicide Fellbats or lose stuff unnecessarily to the Peasant Bowmen. But they are firing away, and they are firing at Manfred, doing not really a lot of damage.
Yeah, Manfred actually has a lot of armor. 110 armor. That's almost as much as a Dwarf Lord. Which is pretty crazy considering his short sleeves.
He's surprisingly tanky for being a traitorous piece of beef.
Piece of beef indeed.
So he is changing out of the fire arrows to hit the Terrorgeist, and that's being a little bit more effective actually. Yeah. But he does want to swap that onto the Mortis Engine now, and we probably will see that right now because the Mortis Engine is what he has to kill.
I would agree. Also, for his crappy infantry in the front, those Skeleton Spears are better choice than Skeleton Swords because they will last a lot longer, and neither of them are there for killing power anyway. And the polearms in the front lines, they are usually used for anti-large, but those polearms are armor-piercing, and here comes the Grail Guardians right into that main line.
Yeah, the issue here is that the Peasant Bowmen are so close that they're gonna get Raised Dead. So despite having done so much damage to the Mortis Engine, he's not gonna be able to kill it because all his bowmen are gonna be occupied thanks to Raised Dead.
Indeed, and Fate of Buna going down onto the Grail Knights doing some very heavy damage. And those Terrorgeists are still up in the air. They really need to start doing something.
Yeah. Oh, we did see a heal coming out, I think, from Bretonnia. But that didn't hit the Grail Knights, so they're just gonna get burned down. But they need to get in there. They need to do some damage. They can't just stay back and watch and look. But they are getting in there. Those Fellbats have been killed. The Terrorgeist are kind of surrounded, and the Fey Enchantress still isn't touched. And I think she did get down a heal. And now the front lines are just kind of like staring each other. The Peasant Bowmen are returning so we're probably gonna see some more damage coming out
But
from
they're
them
pushing
soon.
straight in. I don't think they're on guard mode. Oh no, maybe. I'm not sure. Also,
he needs to turn them to fight that Mortis engine though. He needs to take it out.
he used to a huge blob of cav, and that a nice comet coming down from the Fae, and that Fae is not. Those Terror guys are taking lots of damage from all those knights.
With haste.
It looks like the front line is slowly going in the favor of the vampires. That's such high tier caliber. He really has to be careful.
With haste.
Yep, he
Yeah,
has
those
done
Terror
a
guys are not doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, they can't really do too much damage against those knights. He has, however, with the help of magic and raised that, done some good damage to them, but he still has to do a lot more. But as you said, the front line is doing well. The Mortis engine is staying out of range, being annoying, and a raised that was summoned to hit the peasant bowman, and I'm not really sure what he wants to do here because he needs to kill the Mortis engine, but at least he is killing the Terrorgeist over here, and there's no way that Terrorgeist is gonna come out, so get out of there, so he's pretty much dead. And yep, one Terrorgeist down.
Nice. And as you see over in the back lines, he actually summoned a unit of skeleton warriors. So skeleton warriors actually deteriorate at a faster rate than zombies, so you usually don't want to bring them. But this is like the perfect time when you should bring them, when you chase down archers, because they are much faster than the zombies. Although it looks like he is going to protect his archers with some peg knives if he can get them down on the ground. Which it turns out he's not going to do, he's going to throw them back into the main battle.
Yeah, the Royal Pegasus Knights got so much health, they need to get down there. I'm not sure why they're not just killing the Mortis engine, because there's nothing in the back.
Looks like they are now.
There they are. So they should be killing the Mortis engine or the Terrorgeist, and looks like they are getting onto the Mortis engine. They didn't get a great charge off, so you might actually want to pull them out to get another charge, but the other Mortis engine, Sirx, not the other Mortis engine, the other Terrorgeist, crumbling and looking not so healthy right now.
Indeed. Wow, look at the Fae chasing down that Terror guy. She has balls. And Manfred right behind her. Both Manfred and the Fae almost completely healed her. So.
Yeah, she knows that she needs to kill that Terrorgeist, and it's taking a lot of damage. That Mortis engine is dead.
There it goes.
Those Pegasus Knights are probably just gonna go straight onto the Terrorgeist here. And slowly it's looking like a really close game, but oh, the Enchantress just took a lot of damage, and she has no healing left. So this is actually a really close game. But oh,
Terrorgeist. But that counter charge by the Peg Knights may take down the Terrorgeist. The Fae is super low in health. She needs to get out of there. She's calling down a bomb, but I think it's going to hit her.
She'll be fine because she's a single target unit, but that did do a lot of damage to those Great Guards. But oh, is she getting out? She's routed.
Manifest ran her ass.
Now, this is gonna be very close now. The Grey Relic is still gonna prevent any sort of terror, but yeah, this is up. Yeah, and gone she is. That Terror guy is still alive. Those Pegasus Knights are just kind of in there fighting infantry, and that's not really what you want to fight with them. At least the peasant bowmen can fire wherever they want now, and the game's still looking very, very close.
They're shooting at the corpse card, but again, that Fae was the only leadership they had. But it looks like the vampires have very, very little left. That Terror guy's about to go down. As you can see here, these guys are now able to shoot because those skeletons that he had chasing them are gone. It looks like the corpse card is taking a lot of damage, and Manfred is at 0 healing left and surrounded by very high tier cav. And the Fae is not actually dead, so it's not as bad leadership debuff as it could be for just a shatter.
Yeah, the Manfred, he's still alive, but he's surrounded, he's gonna get killed. And Bretonnia still has the Grail Relic, giving them a lot of leadership. And Peasant Bowmen are now shooting uninterrupted, gonna take out that corpse card. And I think Bretonnia is gonna take home this one because high tier cavalry, that's very tanky. Manfred almost dead. I just don't see how the vampire counts are gonna do this.
Yeah, Manfred just surrounded by blazing holy lances. Apparently don't have fire damage.
Glorious death.
Oh, and oh, Manfred is almost dead. Is he gonna fall? Is he gonna fall? He keeps getting stabbed. And
soon.
There
and
we
there
go.
He goes, along with the hopes and dreams of the rest of the vampire army.
And Xiphos takes revenge in the first game and wins it.
Here we go. They did have a relic, you're right, but I meant in terms of lords and heroes.
Alright, and a interesting vampire count army that didn't quite work out, and an interesting Bretonnia army. We see a lot of this sort of Bretonian army these days versus Vampire Council. Grail Knights were a interesting pick.
Mm-hmm.
Peasant Bowmen could have been used more efficiently, I feel. They kind of got occupied early on by Raisted, but they did end up doing a lot of damage to that Mortis engine.
Indeed. The Peg Knights were actually a very interesting choice. Because oftentimes when I bring the Mortis engine, I always bring at least one unit of Blood Knights with them. And Blood Knights just tear Peg Knights apart. So,
yep,
risky, but it paid off very, very well. Alrighty. And yeah, if that Fan Chancers had died, I don't think that would have even cost them the game, because all that was left was the high tier Cav, which have very high leadership.
Yep.